Hello, this is Professor Muskan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to study about units and measurement. In that, we are going to cover the topic for physical quantities. So let's see what it is. It is a quantity which can be measured and by which various physical happenings can be explained in the form of laws is called as physical quantity. So let's see a few examples for physical quantities. So examples are length, mass, time, force, etc. etc. There are different physical quantities in aspects. So physical quantities is also represented by its magnitude and units. If we consider physical quantity as capital Q, which is equals to magnitude m times the small unit u, then we get that Q is equals to m times unit, that is small u. We can also conclude by this formula that if unit u changes, magnitude m also changes. That is, mu will remain constant throughout the solutions. If it will remain constant, we can conclude that m1 u1 is equals to m2 u2 will remain constant. Let it be any solutions, it will remain constant throughout. Therefore, we can state that m is inversely proportional to the unit. It is inversely proportional, that if we can say that if m increases, then u unit decreases. And if m increases, or sorry, m decreases, we can say that u increases. Okay. So if we take an example of 1 kilogram, we can say that it is equals to 1000 gram. Or we can take if 1 liter is equals to 1000 milliliter. Hence, we can say that both magnitude and units keeps on changing. If one increases, the other decreases. So further, we can say that there are three types of physical quantities. There are three types of physical quantities. So let's see one by one. The first one is ratio. It is a ratio. So this ratio depends upon only on the numerical values. It depends only upon the numerical values. The second one is the scalar quantities. The third is vector quantity, which we are going to study it later in our further sessions, scalar and vector analysis. Okay. So what is ratio? If the physical quantity, as we are talking about the physical quantities, so if the physical quantity is the ratio of two similar quantities, then it has no units. If the physical quantities has the same ratio, like example, let's take relative density. Relative density, which is denoted as rho. Rho. If we consider relative density of an object to the relative density of water, we get, as they both have same units, that is kilogram per meter cube divided by kilogram per meter cube, they both will get cancelled out. Hence, it will remain unitless quantity. It will become a unitless quantity. If we take another example of strain, which we are going to discuss in our later sessions, strain, they both have same units, as they have similar ratio, that is change in length divided by original length. As the length is considered in meter or centimeter, therefore they both will get cancelled out. And hence, as they both are in meter, so it will become a unitless quantity. Hence, the statement says that if a physical quantity is the ratio of two similar quantities, then it has no unit. Okay, so let's move ahead with the scalar quantity. What it says, these quantities only depend upon the magnitude. It has no directions. Like example, volume, mass, time, energy, etc., etc. There are many scalar quantities which we are going to discuss it later. So this scalar quantities only depend upon the magnitude, only on its values, not the directions. It does not show any directions. Further come to vectors. What it says, the vector quantities which depend only upon the magnitude as well as its directions. Like example, displacement, velocity, then force, momentum, etc. These are all vector quantities. Okay, we'll be going further in details. So scalar quantity, which depends only upon the magnitude, that is its values, and vector quantities, which depends on magnitude as well as directions. The examples are displacement, velocity, force, momentum, etc.